Tonight on EA Sports, it's Super Bowl Sunday.
So much has happened. The Super Bowl was last in this part of the U.S. in the early 90s. The Rams and Chargers have both returned to L.A., and they've constructed this incredible new palace for football, SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, and it will be the scene of tonight. It's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Denver Broncos taking on the NFC champions, the Green Bay Packers. On first down, Mahomes. Brandon Gaunt alongside my good friend Charles Davis. And this Super Bowl, they were winners of Super Bowl 50 in Santa Clara, you remember. Didn't make the playoffs the next 5 years, going a combined 32 and 48. But now here they are back in the Big Wood.
It's hard to hear, because we're used to Denver being one of the elite franchises in the NFL. This is their 9th appearance in the big game. Only the Patriots have appeared more, and they have won it 3 times. And then, as you mentioned, Super Bowl 50, when John Elway was their general manager.
Meanwhile, the Packers are back as they look to bring another Super Bowl title home to a place aptly named Titletown.
And they're looking for their 5th win, which would tie them with the Cowboys.
Now they try a lateral, but it doesn't work. It's a loose ball. And this is going to be...
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why, right?
To be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
Mahomes' throw. Catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And it's caught. And they correct.
When they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well.
A yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. Touchdown, Green Bay. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Packers are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And a nice 15 as he's dropped at the 14. So here are the Broncos backed up to start their initial drive. They'll be led out by a 7-time Pro Bowl quarterback in his 10th NFL season now. That's Russell Wilson.
And he's been sensational all season long, but he saved his best work for the playoffs, leading his guys to the AFC Championship a couple of weeks ago. And now he knows what lies ahead. He's going to need to play a near-perfect 4 quarters of football to get his guys to the finish line.
Wilson's throw caught by his receiver. The 30.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle.
You know, they pay
this is caught inside the 15. DK Metcalf, 71 yards. And the Broncos are an extra. From tying up this Super Bowl. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up. Long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy two-play drive that time. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. Will not return it. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense. Guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And his throw.
When people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Territory.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Meanwhile, Mahomes throws inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now a first down carry by Jones. And able to... But a nice little gain. (7-7) our score after 1. And here's Jones again on 2nd down. This defense going to bring out a couple extra DBs here on 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And at the 26. On 1st down, Jones. And just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. A give to Jones. And not much. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Mahomes now to throw. Dancing to his left. The ball comes out.
I know many talk about the kick return as maybe the most exciting play in football, but any type of a return where it's a change of possession, where the defense gets the ball, that's exciting too, but it's not just an act on. Finding people to block, creating running lanes for the guy with the ball, and protecting him. And this one was a long run.
Absolutely, they did all of that and more. And finding the Packers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Mahomes going to throw. Touchdown! To make the grab, and the Packers have taken the lead. Crosby 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Deontay Spencer on the return from his end zone. And that decision as he's tackled at the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And going deep for Hill. He's got a man, complete. And sideline. A big play there on the catch and run. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Henry. And he is in. Henry taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point from Nick. One play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Will not return it. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match.
The royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. They'll get this. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And that throw by. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. This one swung out here to Jones. There, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now Mahomes. That's complete right side. On the completion, it's 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
And a nice job. 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
An opening there. 8 or 9. looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Flushed out right. Catch is made by Metcalf. 40-yard line. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages. You know, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
Forced out to his left. And he's going to get... Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now Wilson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. But they are all even to this point. So to see if either side can pull away, let's get you right back out to Brandon and Charles for the start of the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Deontay Spencer on the loose.
Oh, you got to feel it, baby.
He will take.
I think the key to that play was them understanding and knowing that once the ball was out, they were still eligible to pick it up and carry it.
Yeah, there was some standing and some staring on the wrong side of the football there, wasn't there?
Yes, he has a name, he has a number, but for us, he's Johnny on the spot. And how about that rambling run all the way to the end zone with that alert play that he just made?
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Russell Wilson now will bring his guys up to go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Henry. 2 more. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it in.
Not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he'll be complete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Going right back to Jones. This time the connection made.
Window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Mahomes now on first down. Throw right side. This is into the rally to the football. Keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Mahomes firing complete. Yard line. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now it's Mahomes again. Oh, the ball.
got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
To throw again on second down, Mahomes. And down he goes. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And this will depend out at the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Packers pick it up. At 1st and goal at the 8-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. He gets him a little. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it.
That is caught. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Packers move back within a couple of the lead. Mahomes will throw for it. That's caught. And he'll get in. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller...
Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And I believe he was able to get this back. He was.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it.
Oh, wide open, complete. The 30, past the 20. And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. And this is going. That will go as a turnover as the defense will get it at the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he sneaks it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. He's got Tunyon complete. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he 48. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones, and he is tackled. 48 yards rushing forward to the ball game now on 14 carries. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Flush to his right, and he He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Caught by Cobb. On first down, it's Jones. 24-yard line. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Caught on the right side by Adams.
A partner in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
They're going to run the jet sweep. It's Cobb with it. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he is... That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. This is caught. Aaron Jones, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have moved out in front. Crosby. 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the guy, okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Connecting with Hill, and they work this.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
He's going to let it fly. And this is caught inside the... Broncos score. Tyreek Hill, 52 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime. Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all. Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Rodgers will not return it. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel...
And he can't. Not a huge play at this point in the game. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Mahomes. Pass complete, Tunyon. And he'll get... And looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9. Jones. And he'll be brought...
we often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it down.
Yards all in all. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. This undoubtedly the biggest kick of his life. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. This undoubtedly the biggest kick of his life. And his kick is and the Lombardi Trophy goes west, and it goes to the Denver Broncos, your Super Bowl champs. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. And what a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.
Tonight, it's Madden NFL football. It's Super Bowl Sunday. Russell Wilson and the Denver Broncos taking on Patrick Mahomes and the Green Bay Packers.
So much has happened since the Super Bowl was last in this part of the U.S. in the early 90s. The Rams and Chargers have both returned to L.A., and they've constructed this incredible new palace for football, SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. And it will be the scene tonight for Super Bowl 56. And what a matchup we have. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC. On the NFC champions, the Green Bay Packers. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They're led by the NFL's MVP in 2018 and also MVP of Super Bowl 54 in his 5th season. It's Patrick Mahomes. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. A couple here, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their...
And right away, he lost the football. So now here are the Broncos with excellent field position to start off. They'll be led out by a 7-time Pro Bowl quarterback in his 10th NFL season now. That's Russell Wilson.
And he's been sensational all season long, but he saved his best work for the playoffs, leading his guys to the AFC Championship a couple of weeks ago. And now he knows what lies ahead. He's going to need to play a near-perfect 4 quarters of football to get his guys to the finish line.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. All the way to the...
That's a heck of a sprint. Tried to get to the end zone, didn't quite get there, just short, out of bounds at the 2-yard line. I know the defense is relieved he didn't get to the end zone, and the guy who was carrying the ball, a little frustrated, he didn't make it all the way.
He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal. To throw is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Touchdown! Onward at that. And the Broncos are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. And on the grandest of stages, with the whole world watching the Super Bowl, they come out and get the first points.
I don't know how you feel about Brandon, but for me, watching the beginning of the Super Bowl, I've often wondered how come it's not just a fumble fest? How come the ball's not all over the place? The nerves, the interim in between of the 2 weeks waiting for the game. It's a walk in the park. Terrific start.
McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Rodgers will not return it. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be.
Every team gets together for the first time. I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season. Ball security comes up about, what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
Simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Got a man. It's Tunyon. And he's up the first. come back to throw. A throw complete to the pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes.
Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Continue ahead to begin your franchise. Use the Home tab is your franchise dashboard. Keep track of your goals, This is the player card. Here you can see your strengths and weaknesses.
From MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. It's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Daniel Jones and the New York Giants versus Russell Wilson and the Denver Broncos.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On first down, Wilson. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey.
Bring it!
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
Flushed out right. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now. And
he will take it in. Bronco touchdown. Derek Henry. And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. DK Metcalf. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. It's behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Wilson to the right side. It's Kelsey. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Now Wilson. Buying time to his left. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there. His guys will get the football. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and attempt for it.
Takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Steps away to his left, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Russell Wilson taking. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Wilson to throw. Being chased out left. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off. And Derrick Henry with the ball in his hands, what a sight to behold, because power and speed involved in every touch for him. Coming off another spectacular season with the Titans, it became the first since LaDainian Tomlinson in 2006 and 2007 to win 2 straight rushing titles, and he did it with style too. Just the 8th man to top 2,000 yards and the first since Adrian Peterson in 2012. He has his sights set on another 2,000-yard season.
A big play there on the scramble.
Now those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns.
Caught! It's just a tight end, Kelsey, for a Denver touchdown. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in a field range now at the 27-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. Flushed out right. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3.
So I'm waltzing down Main Street, got an umbrella, just a torrential downpour, and I look over, and this guy, stone-faced, wearing a poncho that says, "Don't rain on my parade," and he is just angry. And we got to go. I'll tell you the rest later. Here we go, 3rd quarter.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout and injured player. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from 33. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Dancing to his left. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill. Complete. And he slips up past 45 before being tackled.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Henry. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Now it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his... And how about this, a fake? And this is caught. The fake punt works to absolute perfection. And the Broncos will extend. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. And smartly going into the slide there. Wilson has enough for the first.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. And finally out of bounds just inside the 10. 69 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
They got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
try to punch it in with Henry. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Derrick Henry. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Quarterbacking no-one. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Escaping the pressure. Touchdown for Broncos. Making a hat trick. Russell Wilson, 3. So this offense will head back out there already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. After the interception, here's Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. Wilson now off the bootleg. And going deep for Hill. But it'll be second down. And all the way home for Broncos score. Russell Wilson. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the fourth quarter. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. He'll have a first down past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. He gets away from one. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 and 15.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown. And the blowout continues. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Bulldozes past him. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it.
And how'd you like to be a cornerback, having to come up to try and tackle that big man out of the backfield? Heck, how'd you like to be a linebacker or a defensive lineman? Because he's as big as all of them. Derrick Henry, not utilized a whole lot in the passing game, just 19 catches a year ago. But when you swing it to him out of the backfield, look out.
And now he's closing in on 450 yards passing.
That's an incredible number. I mean, you're talking about the best defenders in the world that you're trying to throw the ball against, and you're creating that type of a number. Fantastic job, fantastic performance.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation.
Derrick Henry all alone. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Broncos, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. So for Charles Davis, Art.
The player quickly upgrades your team at the end of each game. This is the development trait. This is the ability. This player has a zone ability. This...
today, from TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Jacksonville Jaguars taking on Russell Wilson and the Denver Broncos.
Smack dab in the middle of I-295 that encircles Jacksonville and Northeast. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now Wilson on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for Tyreek Hill. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. From the shotgun, Wilson. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. Catch there brings up second down. Now Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's brought down after a very nice game.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
On second and goal, Wilson. Touchdown! Derrick Henry. His fourth touchdown. The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter. Flush to his right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Here's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On second down, it's Henry. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before 35. 42 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another first and 10. Throwing is Wilson. It's Kelce on the ground. Not much there, only a yard. Second and 9. Operating from the gun. Wilson steps away to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And they'll work it in. Inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Being chased out left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. throw it with Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Russell Wilson. With a little over 2 minutes to play in the second quarter, the offense gets ready to take over. Now Wilson back into his end zone. And they work this out past the 25. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Back to throw. Wilson. And going deep for Hill. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A huge play there for Denver.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. For Russell Wilson, 3 touchdowns. So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Shrugs it off. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So we have come to halftime, and what's already... And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it through the end zone. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back?
A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A huge play there for Denver.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the third quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the all the way to the 3. 92 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Caught! It's the tight end, Kelsey. Touchdown, Broncos. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Here's Wilson throwing on 1st down. It's Hill, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. that's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready and looked for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Under the category of obvious, you hate giving up a first down on 3rd and long. And somehow, he finds his way downfield and picks it up.
If you look at the coverage defensively, this is great, but no counted for him at the quarterback spot.
At some point, you actually have to tackle him and get him on the ground short of the first down marker.
Escaping the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. Launches his deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one. On the final act of the 3rd quarter. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Derrick Henry with his... Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw. Wilson. And going deep for Hill. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Tyreek Hill. 43 yards. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Wilson. That's out to Hill. Right side complete. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39. And obviously that's well short of the first. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson, eluding the pressure right. They'll end up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Wilson wants to throw it. They complete it to Hill. Touchdown for Broncos. Tyreek Hill, 47 yards. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. Wilson on 1st and 10. And going deep for Hill. And that nearly their first pick of the game. It falls down to the ground, incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Back to throw. Wilson, flush to his right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called beat.
from Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. It's week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. To throw is Wilson on first down.
In this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them. They're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. With 3rd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
That's the way to run it, boy.
Tyreek Hill. 70s. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That one complete to Hill. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first, and it'll bring up 3rd down now. Operating from the gun. Wilson escaping the pressure right. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all it does is hurt.
And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Kill. With his second touchdown in this opening quarter. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
Pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
Will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. And he'll go down, but not before it gets inside the 30. It's a big play there for the Broncos. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
And his first carry, he loses the football.
a lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. So 2 disastrous running plays, and now they face a third and very long. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. 6-yard line. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down?
They stop. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They begin with Henry. And he's going to be dropped. 32. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. A give to Henry. And he'll bring it.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And some room to roam now. Well, he is but not before he's inside the 30. 57 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he is in. Russell Wilson with touchdown numbers. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try to move the ball down, squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And he's got it past the 30 before he's dropped. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that.
And that's caught inside the 30.
Go time, baby!
Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3. So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. Final play of the half. It's Wilson eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter. And connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll get started out west in Las Vegas. And it's the Raiders who have the lead in the 2nd quarter. Derek Carr has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we head east to Minnesota to check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Seahawks. 2 touchdown passes for Kirk Cousins there. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they were losers in that one to the visiting L.A. Chargers. Mike Williams, a touchdown catch in the victory. In our game, it's been Russell Wilson, who was dynamic as usual in the first half. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front. As we hand things back over to Brandon Godden.
The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. The return man, Ty Johnson. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's at the 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. To throw is Wilson. And going deep for Hill. And got his man complete. He was hit and he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It'll be a 1st and 10 coming up as this offense takes over possession of the football in the 3rd quarter. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Broncos. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now Wilson throwing on 1st down. And going deep for Hill. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. A turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. And going deep for Hill. And on the left side. Linesman incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson escaping the pressure right. He is going to find Hill here.
All you got to do is look at
the 20. And all the way home. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards. And the Broncos are closing in on a... Well, their defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession? A 1st down carry for Henry. Powers through it. Sheds off the tackle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 98 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to...
It's Travis Kelce. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Wilson's throw here complete to Kelce. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently,
You don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in.
Touchdown! Travis Kelce with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year.
And the Broncos are closing in on a third straight victory to start the campaign.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on.
On first down, Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. That one looks like he'll throw here. And going deep for Hill. And this is Corey inside. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as it. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Denver, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Baltimore Ravens next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Broncos are winners as we say so.
that Mile High in Denver. It's week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Russell Wilson and the Denver Broncos taking on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. From the gun, Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Wilson. Flushed out right. And going deep for Hill. And this one is incomplete.
Defensively, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Melvin Gordon. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 13 carries, 113 yards.
How about the first month of the season for him? He leads the league in rushing, so you know his confidence is at an all-time high, which means his offensive line loves it too. They'll get more opportunities to run block for him.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have a first down here at about 40.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said...
And brought down, but not before. They're inside the 25. They'll run on first down. It's Henry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. DK Metcalf. His 2nd touchdown on the season. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now. They get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete.
Sure, that Was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Operating from the gun. Wilson eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Touchdown Broncos. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. All right, the offense back out there now. Let's see what they can put together. On first down, Wilson. And going deep for Hill. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run with Henry. And he's got this down to the 35. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because it's just going to speed right past him.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. Obviously, a big play was needed. And you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Draw play. This is Henry. It's going to set up a 3rd goal.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gap.
And he'll get it in. Touchdown, Denver. Derrick Henry. So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. Gain of 3, 2nd down. Now Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground again here. First down and much more for Henry. And past the 40 before it's out of bounds. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And he's got room. So we reach halftime, and it's been a very one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, where you see the final score there. Miles Sanders, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we head up to MetLife Stadium to check on the Jets. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Tennessee Titans. Giovanni Bernard, over 100 yards in the victory with 2 touchdown runs as well. Finally, let's get to Silicon Valley. Check on the 49ers at home at Levi Stadium. And at the half, they have the lead over the visiting Seahawks. The Niners.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone. So it'll come out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Flush to his right. And going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Wilson. Looking for Hill again. This time it's complete. And some room to maneuver. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a big play there for the Broncos. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Wilson escaping the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball. Charles said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're...
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Broncos are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's... Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
2nd down and 3. Back to throw. Wilson flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, you certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here...
Don't worry about it.
And this is... Oh, my goodness. He pulled it in one-handed. So that drive there, CD, a good response, and that might be the one that gets him to the finish line, a comfortable lead.
Yeah, and that's all about not letting the team back into a game because they just gave up a touchdown. It was back to a 2-score game, and anything can happen in that situation. But instead, they came through with a really terrific drive right there that ended in 6.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need? You got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. On 2nd down now, it's Henry. And taking it to the 15-yard whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Henry. The Ravens going to use the second of timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will fight his way into the end zone for the Broncos. No touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Broncos are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. Wilson eluding the pressure right. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Tyreek Hill, 31 yards. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. Now Gordon on 1st down. Finding room to the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. 82 yards rushing for him now to this point. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So a great second effort there as he's able to stay upright and get into the end zone. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. The scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So for the Broncos, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they'll drop down to 1-3, and they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts.